Maryland students are dropping out of high school at rates we haven't seen in nearly 2 decades.
As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains during his State of the State address this month, Governor Wes Moore said Maryland schools are becoming the nation's best. So the question is, why are more students leaving the classroom?
Maryland is delivering on our promise to have the best public schools in the entire country.
That was Governor Wes Moore 2 weeks ago, delivering his annual State of the State address, where he told taxpayers that Maryland public schools are improving.
Where this year we are proposing a historic $10 billion for our public schools. These are targeted investments that will deliver real results in our communities.
Maryland taxpayers certainly have increased their investments in public education. Over the past 3 years, according to the Maryland State Department of Education, combined state and local pre-K through 12 public education funding has increased by more than $2 billion. About 16%. But recently released state data analyzed by Project Baltimore show despite more money, more students are choosing to leave school. In 2021, Maryland's 4-year high school dropout rate stood at 7.4%. From there, the dropout rate began to steadily increase. By 2025, the dropout rate had surged to 9.9%. A 33% increase over 5 school years and a 13-year high.
Well, it's always a problem when you don't have children in school.
Dr. Carrie Wright is the Maryland State Superintendent of Schools. She told Fox 45 News there's many reasons why students drop out of school, and each local school system needs to address the needs of their individual students.
What we're trying to do is to let superintendents know that we're here to help them however we can.
Schools in the Baltimore region are seeing some of the largest increases. Baltimore City Schools has the state's highest dropout rate at 20.8%, the highest in 15 years. Baltimore County's dropout rate is 12.2%, a 14-year high. In a statement to Fox 45, City Schools attributed the increased dropout rate to the COVID-19 pandemic. BCPS attributed the increase to Hispanic and multilingual learners being afraid to come to school due to recent federal immigration enforcement.
These children have limited prospects for their futures, and they're going to continue living probably in substandard conditions and in poverty.
When you come to schools, though...
Dr. Barbara Desmond, the former education chair of the Maryland State Conference NAACP, told Fox 45 News,
yes,
the reason for the dropout rate increase is not external, but rather internal. She says the school systems are failing to properly educate students who get frustrated and drop out.
These children go through school year after year failing. Why go to a place that makes you feel bad about yourself?
I don't think that it's a matter of simply, frustration is just too easy a thing to kind of pin it on.
Wright told Project Baltimore it's too easy to blame rising dropout rates on frustration due to a lack of educational success. She said her department is hearing from local school systems that the biggest issues are continued fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic and federal immigration policy.
I never thought we'd be in this position, to be honest, and so it's hard then to convince a parent who doesn't have that confidence that their child's going to be safe to release them from home.
But blaming federal immigration policy does not explain why Maryland's dropout rate has been increasing since 2021. Federal immigration enforcement did not change until 2025. So we want to hear from you. What do you think is causing Maryland's dropout rate to increase? Call our hotline, send me an email, follow us on social media. Head to foxbaltimore.com to follow our progress. I'm Chris Papps, and this is Project Baltimore.
Project Baltimore did reach out to the Maryland State Department of Education, asking how many public school students in the state were apprehended by Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents while on school grounds or while traveling to and from school since January of 2025. So far, MSDE has not provided a comment.
I'm Chris Papps. Thanks for watching. Here's another story to watch. Also, if you have a story idea, please send us a message.